Imagine if I just ended the stream right now. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? Anyway, here's the intro. Yay! Welcome to Tardis Wiki Roulette, the show where we Tardis a wiki roulette. And Felicia isn't here today because she has arts and crafts, so you're all mine now. So the premise of the show is we look at the Tardis Wiki, we then look at this wonderful wheel called Alan, and then we spin Alan, and then whatever Alan lands on, we look up on the Tardis Wiki. And that is the Ouroboros-like process of Tardis Wiki Roulette. Now, before I begin, I just have a little bit of business to get through really quickly. We have a new set of rules of conduct. You will find them in the video description. These will be followed, and we will time people out. We'll warn them the first time. We'll time people out the second time, and if they are consistent with it, then we're going to have to banhammer them. So, yeah, now we've discussed that unpleasant business, let's move on to the show. And I see suggestions here. What does everyone think about the poll, by the way? Which Pokemon do you think would be most delicious out of the starter ones? I'm seeing a lot of support for Squirtle right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, Squirtle is leading it. Charmander with 50%. Charmander is trailing with 33%. And the other one is all the way back at 17%. So that's good. Add Bart School Reunion. Okay, I see a bunch of others too. Hang on, one sec. Alright, let's go over to the wheel, because I know you like to see your things being added in real time and other such things. We just added Bart from School Reunion, by the way. I'm going to look at the other things that were suggested. Tiwi, Night of the Living Dead Beast Wars novel, Night of the Living Dead series. Okay. In other news, I have finished writing the info for a campaign for the Doctor Who role-playing game. Also, who put a strange man inside Alan? They should have that checked out. I agree. I think that an investigation needs to be launched immediately as to who put this strange man in Alan. I completely agree. So yeah, let's add these up really quickly. Won't that be something? And it looks like we are all good on that front. Why is the roulette wheel the size of the entire screen on my end? Oh no, it ruined it on your end too. Whoops! That's too small now. Absolutely normal time on Tardis Wiki Roulette. Hang on, I'll just unlock the wheel so I can move it. There we go. That's too big now. Oh god. What am I doing with my life? There we go. I think we're all good now. Teletubbies, it plays on a TV in one episode. Okay, I think we're good to go. Are we ready for our first wheel spin? Our first spin of the wheel. The first time on this episode of Tardis Wiki Roulette that the wheel is spun. Is this correct? It's okay. Alan likes having men inside him. He loves it, man. He loves it. Think so? You think you're ready? You think you're ready, Cookie Boy? I think I'm ready. Let's spin the wheel. Alan, are you ready to go?
Yeah, baby.
That was very quiet. That was like a sad Alan. The Doctor's birth. All right, let's do that. Let's learn about the Doctor's birth. And I am really glad that the wheel didn't land on like Donald Trump or some shit, because the poetic irony there would have been horrible. Oh dear. Alan has never actually talked about his sexuality out loud. He's up for everything. Yeah, his sexuality is yeah, baby. Exactly. How about the Doctor's conception? Wasn't he knitted into being? More like the Doctor's girth. We know the answer about that. We do. We do. He was knitted. That's true. He was birthed by Leela, remember? Oh yeah, that's true. What a fucking weird universe, right? What a fucking ridiculous fictional universe this is. Honestly, Doctor Who is a pile of old shit, right? It really is. Anyway, the Doctor's birth was the start of the Doctor's early life. By various accounts, the Doctor was born either from procreation between the Doctor's mother and father, or from the loom of the House of Longbarrow. Despite its non-biological basis, the process of looming was still referred to as birth. Sarah Jane Smith once asked the third Doctor about the astrological conditions of his birth, based off the claim made by astrology, the key to the future, that the positions of the stars repeated every 25,000 years and thus caused history to repeat itself every 25,000 years. Sarah believed that the Doctor was likely born in a 20th century repetition of the same astrological conditions as the Lantern Leader, who lived circa 23,000 BC. Have I ever told you about my birth? Third Doctor to Joe. The 11th Doctor once claimed to Solomon that he was probably a Sagittarius. Craig, are you intentionally pushing the rules as far as you can by, like, spamming a political reference? Yeah, that's right. Retract that fucking message. That's right. Do it again and I'll time you out. The Doctor was born on the holiday of Otherside, as indicated in accounts leading to both his loom birth and womb birth. Did you have a loom birth or a womb birth? In 2116, when Fisk asked the fourth Doctor for his date of birth, the Doctor replied that it was difficult to remember, but sometime quite soon, I think. One history book indicated that the Doctor could have been born around the year 2116. Other accounts, however, suggested that the Doctor's native Gallifreyan era existed in absolute terms in the distant past relative to humans' time on Earth. What do we think? Do we think that Gallifreyan time is in the past, the present, or the future? What are we thinking? What do we believe? What do we believe? Let's see if this poll has yeah, I'd say that's pretty definitive. Let's end this poll and let's what Gallifrey time? Past, future, the other one. Let's start the poll and see what you all think. None of the above. There is no one answer. Yes, there is. And we're going to decide it with this poll. I think it's actually in the far future, and all Gallifrey stories since Spyfall have been in the alternate past from the cup of soup they got stuck in. The Doctor had the same age as the Rainy, indicating that they were born within the same year. Did I do all of it? Did I do all of it? I think I did all of it. Oh, now we have to read about the first Doctor's birth. Oh no. Oh no. This is backed up textually by Spyfall. How is it backed up textually by Spyfall, Lab? I really want to know about this. Give me your thesis. More importantly, I bought that one, a Minecraft Movie Steve action figure. You do not regret your purchase at all. You have an action figure of Jack Black dressed as Steve? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. I wouldn't regret that either, to be fair. By some accounts, the Doctor was born of two parents. By one of the many contradictory origins for the Doctor that Maris found was that the Doctor had been born to a human mother and a Time Lord father on other side. Indeed, the Eighth Doctor claimed to be half human due to having a human mother and a Time Lord father. By some accounts, the Eighth Doctor's memory of his mother's appearance resembled Penelope Gate, a human time traveller who had a child with the Time Lord Ulysses in the generation before the Doctor's. Meanwhile, in a version of reality which accounts variously indicated was a parallel universe, a palimpsest universe, or a coexisting contradictory layer of the conventional Eighth Doctor's reality, the Doctor's mother was a simple human peasant girl called Annalise. Ulysses, an early Time Lord and Time Explorer, gave up his immortality to be with her. However, their hybrid son, whom they were raising on Earth, died his first death under tragic circumstances, and after regenerating, he was sent to Gallifrey, raised as an orphan with no knowledge of his true parentage. I hate this. I hate this. I hate that he's just Superman in this. This is fucking terrible. When realizing the shifting nature of his own past, the Infinity Doctor found that he contradictorily remembered both Annalise and Penelope Gate as having been his human mother. The 11th Doctor later insisted that his mother was a Time Lord. Huh. The vortex colour in Spyfall is repeated later in the series, as is the false pocket universe claim about Gallifrey. Okay. 1 second. I'm turning off my heater because it just popped on when it shouldn't have. The Timeless Child is the worst Doctor origin expanded universe. Yeah, I think this one is worse than the Timeless Child, because this one's like, the Timeless Child is like shooting for the stars and it doesn't make it. Basically, this isn't even like trying. This is like no effort whatsoever. Okay, so while inside the Doctor's mind, Emily Hutchings experienced a flash of memories from an ancient monstrous being known as the Other, who was killed in the Dark Times. The Other lived on in an unknown state for a very long time afterwards, witnessing the rise and fall of many planetary civilizations until its consciousness was the Doctor's consciousness at the moment of birth. The pain of birth made it lose its memories, which were replaced with infinite emotions as the Doctor suckled his mother's breast for the first time. Hutchings saw that the Doctor was born in rough surroundings, with a mysterious figure Hutchings sensed to be a grand power watching from a doorway. God damn it. I personally love the idea of the Doctor being a demigod. It's very Greek mythology, which fits with a lot of inspiration from of the Time Lords. I kind of agree. Like, I don't like the idea of them being like a small G god, but I do like the idea of them being like something more, but also something less. I think it's a good spot to like put them, especially just because of the amount of stuff they've done. Let's have a look. The mysterious figure may have been the one-eyed one, transforming the mysterious Other into a baby through the Doctor's poem in the same manner that the Seventh Doctor would transform the Time Worm into Ishtar Hutchings. Xavier, if it is in the Greek mythology inspiration, like the Time Lords are meant to be the Olympians, right? Would that make like the Great Old Ones the Titans? Is that how that would work? Yeah, but you could still headcanon it, even if that wasn't the intent. Okay. The mysterious figure may have been the one-eyed one, transforming the monstrous Other into a baby through the Doctor's poem in the same manner that the Seventh Doctor would transform the Time Worm into Ishtar Hutchings. The one-eyed one helped the Doctor with this procedure, with the Doctor sensing that his entire life was a small part of the one-eyed one's larger game. I'm not sure, I don't think so. How would it work? Loomborn birth. By some accounts, the Doctor was loomed into the House of Longbarrow on the holiday of Othertide. The other, a benevolent founder of Gallifreyan society, was reborn through the Doctor due to his genetic material being within the Loom system. The Doctor screamed when he was dragged out from the Loom. Upon leaving the Loom, the child Doctor's first word was again. When he was only 5 years old, the first Doctor boasted that he could remember existing in the House of Longbarrow's Loom before actually being born. Like how Division was clearly about to go into the Divergent universe if they hadn't been stopped. Oh. That feels a bit headcanon-y. I don't think that Chris Chibnall has listened to a lot of Big Finish, to be honest. Okay. The Fifth Doctor once claimed to be unambiguously Loom-born. When Seraph tried to mentally regress John Smith to the moment of his birth, Smith relived the Doctor's looming. In one universe, the Infinity Doctor believed he had been born of the Loom, summoned the greatest explorer of his age, and a human woman. What's your favourite explanation for the Doctor's birth? What's your favourite, what's your favourite? Well, where do you sit on it? I kind of don't have an opinion. Not a particularly strong one. I could be swayed either way. I still think the best answer is we don't know, to be honest. They're all equally true. I like that one too. I like the idea that they have a multiple choice past. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? The Eighth Doctor revealed that both being loomed and having parents in a childhood, he knew that one of these was a dream but could not recall which. In the seas of Hysperos, Sam Jones encountered a group of starfish creatures who told her that the Eighth Doctor was woven from genetic broth, a loom on a patriarchal world without monsters. The Doctor should be an Earth scientist from the future. Okay, not really, but still interesting. What if he's an Earth scientist from the future who travels back to the beginning of like life on Earth, falls into the primordial soup and dies, but because he did that, it led to the creation of a timeline where Gallifrey is able to exist, and thus a Gallifreyan called the Doctor is able to exist. What about that? How about that? Running from the Palladian hordes. The boy from Faction Paradox suggested that this was because the enemy was rewriting the Doctor's past when he wasn't looking. To the best of his memory, good story, they should make it. Look, the Wiki does canon welding, the EU does. We need to go all in and assume that the Doctor likes the 2020s because he's clearly been in them in 3 different times for whole chronological years. Theta Sigma, I know it's not his real name, but I love calling him that. It's still a name. You know, at the end of the day, Theta Sigma and the Doctor are both, like, have something in common because they're both nicknames that they had. Jason Aaron Avengers reference? I didn't know that. That's what happened in Aaron's Avengers. Yeah, like, I was thinking of Prometheus, to be honest. I like the idea that the Peter Cushing Doctor ends up Prometheusing themselves, and that's what ends up creating the Time Lords. Theta Sigma was the Doctor's name, but they retconned it. Yes, that's true. That's true. When it originally happened, it was very clear. If you watch the show, when they first start calling him Theta Sigma, it's very clearly supposed to be his name. Very clearly. But yes, they retconned that. What are the Time Lords hiding? Lots. To the best of his memory, the Fourth Doctor recalled having met Bill Cody just before his 400th birthday. By the time the Sixth Doctor was travelling with Melanie Bush, he had blown out the candles for his 900th birthday cake. The Seventh Doctor had his 1000th birthday whilst travelling with Ace and Bernie Summerfield. The 11th Doctor once claimed to have celebrated his 1103rd birthday by going bungee jumping. He also claimed that his birthdays typically involve lots of cakes and adventures, and sing-alongs with a cast of Glee, Justin Bieber and Gally Barlow. In the 3W Institute affair, Missy offered control of all the cyber army she created to the 12th Doctor whilst acknowledging his birthday, reasoning that he had forgotten and quipping, "It's lucky one of us remembers these things. Since the Doctor had just been made President of Earth, Missy proclaimed, 'Happy birthday, Mr. President.'" Why not keep it as his name? Ooh, but Doctor Who? Bullshit. I think that Doctor Who should be. I think it should turn out that Gallifreyan is just Doctor. Is just in the Doctor Who is just Gallifreyan for Theta Sigma. Ryan, why don't you like the peak? Why don't like the peak Doctor series? I think, here's my personal opinion on the Doctor's age. I think the only time he's been honest about his age once in the entire run of Doctor Who. He's been honest about his age one time. One time! Okay? This is what I think. And that time is, I can't remember which Third Doctor story it is, but there's a Third Doctor story where some guy doubts his credentials as a scientist, and he fucking snaps at this dude and goes, "I think you'll find I am a scientist of several thousand years!" And I think that's the one time that he's ever been honest about his age. I think that the Third Doctor was thousands of years old. Because he snaps back at the dude in anger. So that's my personal opinion on the Doctor's age. I think he's already thousands of years old when we meet him as William Hartnell. Like, Timeless Child stuff regardless. Before the World War, of course, he restarted counting at some point. Well, at one point, the 8th Doctor does decide to, like, start his age back at 0, so that has to be factored in. 14 didn't lie about being a billion. Yes, he did. He lied about being, because he's 4 billion. He's rounding it down again. He's like cutting off 3.2 billion years from his age. He's still lying. He said it flippantly, yeah, but he didn't say it accurately, though. He just said he was 1 billion years old. 8 reset his age in the film, Ryan. The film! That is an 8th Doctor story, so I wasn't wrong. You know I have a horrible memory. It didn't count, I was cloned and stuff. In the story where Capaldi meets Delgado, he says he's over 2 billion years old. Yeah, the main thing to take from that is that all the time spent in Heaven Sent in the confession dial, that all counted from the Doctor's perspective. That's the thing to take from that. Like, he considers that time to count. Which, I mean, fair enough. He has a right to do that. I mean, it does. He remembers. It does. It does. A lot of people argue that it doesn't, though, Nick Simmons. A lot of people think that the Heaven Sent time doesn't count. So yeah, let's go and look at another article. But yeah, I still firmly say the only time he's ever been honest about his age completely is when he snapped at that dude as John Pertwee. It's the one time he's ever been like 100% candid about how old he is. Because he was bragging. He was bragging about how old he is, which the Doctor almost never does. Hello, Turtle. How you doing? Okay. Just hopped in, excited about it. Well, we're excited to have you. We're just about to do a wheel spin, actually, so you came at just the right time. Makes sense, Free is the most honest Doctor. Yeah, he is, and like, he was acting out of anger, brought on by insecurity, and that's one of the only times that you can really rely on the Doctor to be honest. Because at the end of the day, they might be like an ancient, temporal, whatever, but they're also a person, and they do react to certain things like a person. I feel like he's rather young at the start. Well, not young for our standards, but somewhere around 200, 400. That's very possible, because there could be, like, vast, like, periods of time. Nice, all my knowledge of the Whoniverse is new, up to half of 10's run and clips. Well, we were just talking about the fact that, you know how in 10's run, 10 says that he's 900 years old? Well, there's in the original series, the third Doctor, John Pertwee, he says that he's thousands of years old. But young could also be around 2,400. That's another thing as well, is the Time Lords do call him out at one point and say, like, you're running through your lives too quick. I'm pretty sure that's actually Nine's line. That's true. But yeah, they call him out on frittering through his regeneration. That's exactly what they say. It depends as well on which doctors you think, like, lived the longest as well. That's another thing to have to consider with this. Anyway, let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Oh no. I wonder why it's doing that now. Is that meant to be Bela Lugosi? I think that's meant to be Bela Lugosi. Let's find out. Let's learn together. I'm looking it up now. Yeah, no, it's meant to be Bela Lugosi. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to get the Tardis Wiki up. There we go. There we go. Bela Lugosi. Most Time Lords likely live extremely sedentary lives, so the Doctor is their equivalent to an adrenaline addict who has life-threatening injuries and brain trauma by the time he's 25. Yes! Yes! Yes, Vishan Singh! 100% yes! Fave episode, by the way, I think my current fave is 11th Hour. 11th Hour is a banger. Good choice. Bela Lugosi was a film star of the 1930s. He was one of Albert Potter's idols. Audio peer pressure. Like, I am shocked. I am shocked and appalled that there are not more references to Bela Lugosi in the Doctor Who canon. Do better, Doctor Who writers. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's spin the wheel again then. Let's spin the wheel again. Let's do that. Yeah, baby. Why does it keep doing that, man? I'm pretty sure we looked this up before. Pretty sure we looked up Widow Twanky before, but I just want to confirm. I feel like I learned what a Widow Twanky is from this, which is really funny because I've done Panto before. And if you're thinking, Ryan doing a pantomime, couldn't imagine it. But you're so reserved and stoic. We did this page. Yeah, we did do this page. We did do this page. As a character in Aladdin. Whatever. Whatever. Who up widowing they Twanky? I think another episode I like is one of the ones I remember clearly when I watched it. I was like 12 and 16 at the time, is the Are You My Mummy episode. I remember when that first came out, and that like genuinely terrified a lot of kids and adults, actually. I think the Are You My Mummy episode is kind of what solidified Doctor Who when it came back, to be honest. Because like the Dalek episode was really good, and that really kind of brought a lot of people to it. Being convinced that it could last. But that Mummy episode, I think, is what sealed the deal. That's what I remember from when that one first came out. The Mummy episode is also when like people really surged on to like the Bad Wolf thing as well. Defo solidified it for me. I like the conclusion too. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, let's spin the wheel again. Let's do that, because we landed landed on a comically short page, and then a page we've already done, which there appear to be a lot of here. Why is Tech Wizard still on here? I'll get rid of him real quick. What are you doing, Alan? What's wrong with you, my son? Oh, that's a new one! Yay! I am going to check the audio really quickly, because this should be working.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
That works. That works. Okay. Display duplicates. Display every entry in the text box as an entry in the wheel. Even duplicates. Show title, spin times, max number of names visible on the wheel. We're going to drop that to 500 and see if it works a little better next time. This is being a bit controversial amongst our editors. This book is something alright. Oh, are we in for some crazy shit? Are we in for some crazy shit, Xavier? Because you know how in I am for the crazies. Oh! Well, that certainly is a cover. Okay. There is an accompanying fanfic that involves Star Wars and Half-Life of all things. Xavier just says, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Are they defending Austrian Painter again? No, I don't think this is a Terrence Dick story. Oh dear. It appears someone is possibly sort of aware of the wiki's validity policies. What is your favourite speech from the Doctor so far? I really like... The one that always pops into my head when someone says that is the one from... it's actually from an audio, but it's the one where... it's late in the Ace and Hex arc. I can't remember which specific audio it is. I'm going to try and explain this without spoiling anything, okay? But basically, they let the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, and I don't know how much you know, but the 7th Doctor was a really big influence on the new Doctors, especially just how scary the new Doctors could be sometimes. And they let Sylvester McCoy finally do like an I am the Doctor, you should be scared of me like speech. And he just crushes it. It's amazing. If I wasn't scared about being copyright claimed, I would just play it right now. It's amazing. Because it's kind from Dr. Falls is the correct answer, though. Yes, that's the best one. The one when he's at the end of his rope and he's trying to appeal to the Master and Missy's, like, better instincts. That's the best Doctor Who speech. My favourite is the Sylvester McCoy one, though. That one's great. I also like the one, it's another Sylvester McCoy one, actually, but I really like the one in the Happiness Patrol when he confronts the sniper on the roof. I think that's very good. And I really like the one that John Pertwee does where he talks about his life on Gallifrey, and he talks about the daisiest daisy that he's ever seen. That one's just beautiful, man. I really like that one. There's a lot of really good ones. I don't know. Oh, that's good. One of the ones that sticks to me is the frame from me speech is the one with the library with the Vashta Dorada. That one's amazing. That one's so good. I really like 10 when he's written by Stephen Moffat. Followed by Fatality Index. The Fatality Index one is crazy. Many great speeches. The Doctor is a great character with many great writers. True. For a show that I literally called a pile of old shit, like earlier in this stream. God, I love Doctor Who. Alright, Night of the Living Dead Beast Wars was a standalone novella written by Atom Mudman Bezenki. and published by Phantom Press. The book was intended as a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, part of the series of the same name, a film which was mistakenly released into the public domain as it did not feature a copyright notice. It made use of the planet Nelon, which was introduced earlier in the Nick Trador story Kingdom Cryptica. Doctor Who is the best and worst show of all time. True! Hell is just beginning. This is what comes after. The world was rocked in 1968 by George Romero's classic zombie film, Night of the Living Dead. In this exciting sequel, we find out the zombies were only the beginning of humanity's misfortunes. Now, countless other monsters, each more horrific than the ghouls, manifest on Earth to prey upon the living. Demons unseen since the world was young return to continue fighting their brutal and deadly Beast Wars! What the fuck is this? Anyway. Oh, God. I'm so glad we've already covered this. We've already covered this. We have to move on.
Baby.
Demand? Did we do Demand before? I'm getting deja vu, so I feel like we've done this one before. Am I right or no? What's going on here? Demand more, please? Oh, God. Okay. Fucking God damn it. I don't like the idea of the plot as introducing new monsters in a zombie apocalypse setting is dumb. I agree. It's dumb. It's super dumb. It's stupid. After finding that, like, who watches Night of the Living Dead and goes, you know what would improve this? Aliens. Zombies versus Aliens was a cool Marvel story, though. Yeah, because it was designed to be a story about zombies fighting aliens. It's stupid. It's stupid. Anyway. After finding out that her Linda friends had been absorbed by the Absorbaloff, Ursula Blake grabbed his cane and demanded that he give them back, only for Absorbaloff to grab and absorb her as well. Marvel Zombies doesn't always feel like a zombie story, true enough. At the end of their time in the Star Shed, Andrew's vision... Robot zombies? What are you talking about? What do you mean robot zombies? What do you mean, Nick? What do you fucking mean? What does Zack Snyder do now? Okay. At the end of their time in the Star Shed, Andrew's Visual decided this had been the worst sci-fi experience he or Henry Calvert had ever been to, demanding a refund despite not having paid any money. I love that. We demand a refund. No, you didn't pay any money. No, you don't understand. We're robbing you. It's great. Henry Cavill? No. Henry Calvert. There are robot zombies in that zombie movie. What? What? What are you talking about? You're joking. You're fucking joking, right? You're fucking kidding, right? No, it's in there. Hang on, I'm looking this up. What? 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 What the fuck is this? Also, I hate these zombie designs as well. They're What is this Terminator bullshit? It's just shitty sequel bait disguised as universe building. Ryan, is that you? Where is me? Which one of these do you think is me? Oh, God. Okay. All of them, maybe? Didn't they make 4 of these films? I don't know. They just shoot some zombies in the head and their heads spark and some guys are like, whoa, weird, and then they move. What? It's not even a plot point. It's like, it's not even important. We've been on this long enough. Let's go on the wheel of names. Let's go spin another wheel again. You guys ready to spin again? Alan, do you want to spin again?
Yeah, baby.
No! Why do you keep doing that? You're breaking my heart, dude. Ovian. It's a Stovian. Let's look them up on the Tardis Wiki Roulette. I tried, okay? They can't all be winners. Favorite post-regeneration scene? I always find it fun when the doctors have to act like they are all levels and mentally out there. Even as the female doctor gave me a chuckle, even though I am partial to 11. I like that too. Not 6s. We can confirm that, I think. The best post-regeneration scene is obviously 15 giving 14 therapy. Honestly, maybe. It's very good though, isn't it? It's very good. That's a very good... Whatever problems I might have with the current run of Doctor Who, that's a very good scene. And like, one thing I will say, as much as we like to make fun of Russell, RTD2, it is nice that Doctor Who has those occasional moments of utter brilliance again. That's a wonderful thing. 9 has a great post-regeneration scene according to a 2005 blog post. The Doctor always needed therapy. True! I think they've needed therapy since Inferno. I think Inferno was the first time the Doctor really got, like, broken. Yeah, after having none in Chibnall's time. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Now, you might think it, and it might be true, but I didn't say that. Does 10 coming out as of the TARDIS or you mean in Christmas Invasion? Yes. And that one's really good and it's definitely a competitor. I like the third Doctor. I like the third Doctor like sneaking out of unit and like but stopping to take a shower. I think that's pretty good. Let me see. I like the first Doctor into the second, actually. I like the second Doctor just being, like, intentionally untrustworthy to, like, test his companions and shit. I like that. I like when he pops up behind the rocks wearing the stupid hat. Fifth Doctor's first one is very good. They really went somewhere with that. I don't like it, personally, but I respect the hell out of it. That's my opinion on the Fifth Doctor era as a whole. I don't like it, but I do respect it. It really did go for something. And it does have moments of being very good. But he's no Tom Baker, is he? Alright. The dominant life form on planet Stowe was a humanoid species, although there were many other species which called the planet home, such as the Zochi. Society on the planet was highly stratified. There existed an underclass of cyborgs who had been denied equal rights, and while by 2008 things were improving, Stowe society still despised their kind. Furthermore, the majority of Stowe society was poor, with many doing menial labour but earning little from it. By one account, Astropeth was human! He's not the doctor, he's the vet. Did Tom Baker really say that? I saw a comment saying that 15 is 14 after settling down and like getting through his own problems and coming out sort of a new person, just happy with himself again. The bi-generation sort of sped it up. Yeah, kind of. That's kind of what happened, yeah. Yes. He would say at the time he cast as his replacement, and he's quoting what he thought children would say. Oh dear. Wait, what? 2 eats a random French couple? What? Ooh! Ooh, this is good! Ooh! 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 In the notes Russell T. Davis made during a meeting on 15th of June 2007, it had been intended for the species to have bindies on their foreheads to signify their alien nature. Davis later said that if they had the budget, everyone would have had gills. Ooh! What's a bindi? A bindi is a ornamental piece of like accessory that Indian people wear. It's like a little it's a little spot like on you put on the center of your forehead, and that's why it's unfortunate, because the implication is that Russell T. Davis thought that that was incredibly strange and foreign and weird. It's just a little thing of powder? Really? I didn't know that. I learned something today. I had my ignorance cured, and that's a wonderful thing. I heard enough to know that's bad? Yes. RTD1 Indian representation is not good. That's true. That's true. I have gills as well. Oh, fuck's sake. You know I'm something of a toy maker as well. Ryan, do you have gills? Yes, I do, but you can't see them. Most rapid RTD1 isn't good. True. Very true. My gills only half work in space. I need to be breathing fast. Oh God. I need a minute. That's really funny. Lamb, you fucking killed me. What? I saw a video about cold opens of Doctor Who. What's your favourite? That's a really good. You've been bringing it with the banger questions today, Turtle. I have to say, it's very welcome. Cold opens in Doctor Who. Cold opens in Doctor Who. Let me think about that for a minute while I spin this wheel. I've had that punchline in my head for about a year, Ryan. Did it pay off? Do you feel? Do you feel like it was adequate payoff for doing that? I really hope so, because that was a really funny joke.
Yeah, baby.
616, we've done this. We've done this. We've done this. We've done this. Let's do another one.
Yeah, baby.
Ascension of the Cyberman cold open was actually banger. We done this one too! Oh no! For me, example mine is the good man goes to war, where is my wife? That one's great! That one's absolutely fantastic. Yes. Ooh, what's some really good ones? Huh. I like the one in Heaven Sent a lot. I think that one's really good. I think that one's very strong. Marvel is Doctor Who, actually? Yes, that is true. You missed the Alan Moore stuff, didn't you? What did I miss about Alan Moore? I'm just going to look up Alan Moore on the TARDIS Wiki now. I'll just put him on the wheel, actually. We'll get to him when we get to him, naturally. I'm sure that's going to be a good video. So is Godzilla. Ryan's covered that and written it. Yes, I did. Everything in Heaven Sent is very good. True! True! It's like one of the only Doctor Who episodes that does not have a single weak point to it. It's incredible. Anyway, let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
Hello, how are you doing? How you doing, Bob Hurst? Torchwood Cascade CD rip. Oh, the dating system from the end of the world. Let's grab that really quickly. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I think I know what this is, but I don't know what this is. I'm doing alright, a little tired, but alright. I'm glad you're doing alright. Is the stream going alright? Yes! The stream is going fantastic. Thank you for asking. It's a good one today. We're doing lots of spins today. We're having some fun. Is the Doctor a good person? Yes. Yes, 12 wondered for most of his run, and 11 literally told Kavarian that he wasn't. Do you guys think Tom Baker, at the height of his mental insanity, could have helmed a Heaven Sent style episode? No. No, I don't. I do not think so. No. I think that Tom Baker is a good actor, but they're not as good an actor as Peter Capaldi on a technical level. Most of what makes him great is how he reacts to situations. So if he's got nothing to react to but himself, I actually think it would expose a lot of weaknesses in him as a performer. I don't think it would go well. And that's my honest opinion as like an amateur actor myself. I think that Colin Baker could have probably carried it. Maybe Davison could, because he is good. He is a solid actor. Patrick Troughton could definitely have done it. I think Patrick Troughton and Colin Baker could have probably done the best job of that. You need someone oh yes, exactly. Exactly what Najawin just said. You need someone who can capture the subtleties as well. The Doctor, I think there's someone who believes they're a good person. I think they're a good person. I think the Doctor is a good person. Capaldi was fantastic. I really loved his stories, especially the Victorian one and the Killer Spacey one. 11 didn't think he was a good person. I know, but 11 was wrong about some things. 11 beat himself up too much, you know? The Doctor definitely makes mistakes, but they're always motivated by love. They're always motivated by good things, and they always try to like own up to their mistakes and fix them. And that is what makes them a good person, in my opinion. And that's a trait that the Doctor has across their incarnations that I think people would do well to emulate. 11 lies the most. True. True. Depends on your view of ethics if he's good, IMO. That's true. Anyway, we're going to spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
Amazing! 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 Alright, let's take a look. I think fundamentally what the Doctor is I think the Doctor is a vain and egotistical old man who does the right thing in spite of himself, which is a good character. Like, he is fundamentally on the side of good. Oh no, I removed Alan Moore. I'll put him back on. It's fine. We can keep... Alan Moore is what I'm happy to keep landing on, actually. Thin Ice is a lovely story. Thin Ice is a lovely story. Good person answer is the Doctor is, but the person who calls themselves the Doctor is. What if when it's an old woman? I think that the kind of ego that the Doctor has is a very male-centered ego. Generally, women are too smart to get insecure about the kind of things that the Doctor gets insecure about. Just in case our host didn't see the question unless he chose to ignore it, which is fine. What's your favourite Melody Pond episode? I missed it. I'm so sorry. I missed that question. I did not choose to ignore it. I promise. And I'll prove that by answering the question right now. Husbands of River Song is my favourite. It's magnificent. It's one of the reasons I really liked the second Doctor and why I liked him. I got the sense he was a frightened little man who stood up towards evil and terror because someone had to. It was kind of aspirational, the little cloud who saves the world in spite of his fears. I agree. I 100% agree, Bob Hurst. 100% agree. My favourite Melody Pond episode is Death in Heaven. Let's look up Alan Moore's page now. Alan Moore was the writer of a number of backup features for Doctor Who magazine during the earliest phase of his career. He left the title alongside fellow writer Steve Moore, no relation, after Steve Moore heard from group editor Paul Neary that DWM editor Alan Mackenzie was taking one of his strips without his knowledge. Mackenzie has denied ever doing so. Steve Moore has said this was a wonderful gesture of support that was remarkable for someone at that earlier stage in their career. This is something that I really like about Alan Moore, and like, there's a lot of ways you can criticize him. A lot of people say that they think he's too grumpy, which I don't think is fucking true. But one thing I really respect about Alan Moore is this right here. You can't see all of them, but this right here. Fuck's sake. I'm trying to make a point. This is what a picture of a man with integrity looks like. This is what a picture of a man with testicular fortitude looks like. This is what a picture of a good man looks like. I will be real. And the fact that the best thing that his critics can say about him is, oh, won't somebody think of the corporations, says a fucking lot. I know very little about the man apart from the fact that him liking an Justice League episode adaptation of the Black Mercy story. Basically, he has a very long and storied history of standing up for creators' rights, and when major companies like won't play ball with him and try to like subvert his work, he will just tell them to fuck off and leave. And that's why I like him so much. And he's genuinely an incredible writer as well, which helps. Also, if you write an actual story, but instead of being asked about the story, you get asked, do you think Spider-Man could beat up Batman by fat nerds ad nauseum, do you blame him? That's also a good point. There's some controversy about him and an artist he worked. Was there? What was that? The Christopher Eccleston of comic book writers. And also, didn't he like Saturday Morning Watch? I think he did. Because that guy, is it Harry did that? He gets it. His appearance in The Simpsons is really good as well. Oh, you like that I... As far as I'm aware, he's never actually seen Saturday Morning Watchmen, if that was just a rumour. Well, I tell you what, if I ever meet him, I will change that. I will make sure that it's not just a rumour anymore, Fishad. I promise you that. This is a man who won't let the 1963 comics he co-owns he reprinted, even though it would benefit his collaborators on the project. I mean, if he doesn't want him to be reprinted, he doesn't want him to be reprinted. I don't know. Alan Moore was I wrote this part. He profoundly influenced late 1980s Doctor Who era script editor Andrew Cartmel, who asked him to submit story ideas to him. His daughter, Leah Moore, has co-scripted The Whispering Gallery for IDW Publishing. Outside Doctor Who, Alan Moore is best recognised for his authorship of Watchmen, V for Vendetta, From Hell, and The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. He also, along with Stephen R. Bissett, is credited with creating the DC Comics character John Constantine. Due to rights issues, the character was merged with the character of Joanna Constantine for a 2022 TV adaptation of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman, and was portrayed by Jenna Coleman. Okay. Okay. Let's apparently Moore met John Constantine in real life. I've heard that story too, and you know what? I believe him. Alright, let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
Chaos? Nick, I will time you out. Yeah, danger, Will Robinson, danger. I am reading the chat. Yeah, that's good. That's better. Chaos, or simply disorder, was the opposite of order. By some accounts, the balance between... I hate the idea that, in New Doctor Who, I hate the idea that the Doctor is a champion of order against the forces of chaos. Like... what the fuck? Ryan isn't reading the chat. He can't see this message. Just gonna time Cookie Boy out for 5 minutes real quick. Yeah, this sort of idea sucks ass. It really does suck ass, yes. The Doctor should be an agent of chaos, like absolute... I agree, the Doctor should be an agent of chaos. No, stop, please. It's okay. You gotta understand, what I'm doing right now is establishing a looming threat. I will do it at some point, I'm sure. I'm sure one of you will go too far, but... it's a cliche good and evil binary. I agree. I agree. This is the Doctor. He keeps order in the universe. It just doesn't sound right. I don't know. Chaotic good against chaotic evil. That's better. That's a lot better. I hate the idea of the Doctor being chosen in any way. The idea was initially that he was just a rogue out of time. Imagine if you went back to Neolithic times with a revolver and a writer. That's the Doctor. I think the Doctor, if you want to talk about where they stand on the chosen one, I guess there's a spectrum. If you want to stand on where they are, I think the Doctor is a lot like Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Let me explain. So, Cloud Strife in Final Fantasy VII is not the chosen one. Zack Fair from Final Fantasy VII is the chosen one. Or Aerith, depending on which way you decide to interpret it. However, okay, get this, okay? In the universe of Final Fantasy VII, the chosen one, Zack Fair, ends up getting gunned down and left in the dirt to die because it's that kind of world, frankly. And so Cloud, someone who is definitively not the chosen one, steps in to his shoes and ends up ticking all of the boxes for that kind of character, but only through the sheer force of their deeds and actions. That also, oh, was it Cloud in Kingdom Hearts or something? Yes, but we're not talking about that right now. Functionally, that's a different character to the one I'm talking about. Cloud from Smash Bros. But yeah, no, the Doctor is not the chosen one, but the Doctor is functionally the chosen one because of all of the good things that they've done. It's like how the Doctor isn't actually a god. They were not born a part of any pantheon until Russell changes that. But they stand shoulder to shoulder with the gods because of the sheer history of things that they've done. The timeless child is just the master's big PowerPoint to tell the Doctor you're adopted. The chosen one trope is so tired. I agree, and this is what I'm saying, is that, like, even in a video game from 1997, they were doing weird subversions on the chosen one trope. So to do it unironically in Doctor Who, in the fucking 2020s and 2010s is insane. And the other problem with Chosen One stories is that to have a Chosen One, you have to have a prophecy. And once you introduce a prophecy into your story, you have to commit to that prophecy being true in some way. Even if you have the prophecy be defied, it still has to come true in like a weird, ironic way. See Star Wars for an example of a thing that I'm talking about. Who is the chosen YouTuber? I vote Stu Bagful. I think that's probably a pretty solid vote, yes. The hybrid was the coming of the timeless child. Oh, no. Give Stu money! Alright, DW Fan 91. Alright, let's go to the wheel again. Oh, we have more here. We have more bullshit to read. We can do that. Alright. Chaos usually held a negative or evil connotation, but it also represented creativity. The Black Guardian, a being of chaos, was not entirely evil being. As chaos... Who's DW Fan 91? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I'm going to look them up. I'm going to look them up. Oh! Well, I've just looked at like 10 of their thumbnails and now I know nothing about them. Haven't watched any of their videos, but there being a dozen Doctor Who's biggest mystery videos puts me off. Just in case you, all right, I'm gonna lay this out. I'm gonna lay this out real clear for you, Turtle, so that you know for future if you choose to continue attending these streams, which I hope you do. If I don't answer a question, repeat the question because I probably missed it because I get very easily confused and I miss questions all the time. Just repeat the question until I answer it. That's fine. That does not count as spam. It's okay. I will tell you if I don't feel like answering a question. What's your favorite time-related plot element? I'm being cordial. I know. I think you've been very cool. Don't worry. I'm just letting you know, like, if I don't answer a question, please answer. It's okay. But be as cordial as you want. That's completely fine. We're all about cordiality here. Is that the word? I hope that's the word. Sacrificial lamb, I'm being lemonade. Yeah, what's your favorite time-related plot element? I like the time dilation in A World Enough in Time / The Doctor Falls. I like the time dilation in that. I also like the I like the idea of using time acceleration to make livestock grow faster, so that to end world hunger from City of Death. I think that's a really interesting one as well. For me, it's the Big Bang Watch paradox thingy. That one's cool as well. I like that one. Alright, let's see. A primordial entity in Greek mythology was known as Chaos. The archangels of Chaos were forces associated with the realm of Chaos. Additionally, Spanner Game was an immeasurable entity embodying Chaos. The Fourth Doctor described Chaos as the first love of the Black Guardian, who represented Chaos. He wanted to take control of the key to time so that chaos would break across the universe, and later wanted to give enlightenment to the Eternals so they would invade time itself. Chaos would come again, and the universe would dissolve. The actuary described the Black Guardian as a god of chaos. The Mara was a spirit of chaos, which puzzled Nyssa as it created the Sumerian Empire, an empire implying order. The Megron was the High Lord of Chaos and Chief of the Carrions. Lords of Chaos, he described Earth in the distant past as a hot mass of chaos and a kingdom of chaos. He became angry when the Fourth Doctor predicted the Order would arise out of the chaos, which it eventually did. That was too close, my bad. I didn't see ya. Really, agriculture is the issue. If we use the grains and such used to feed the cows to instead feed people, there'd be more food to go around. Yes, I agree. I agree. Moffat's big timey-wimey brain is too big and clever and smart for dumb normies to understand. In the structure of the Million Spheres, the Doctor was identified by Frank/Freddy Force as being among the forces of chaos due to his tendency to spread creativity. Unlike most agents of chaos, he was a multiversal archetype who, in various instances, both lawful and chaotic, maintained the cosmic balance. More straightforward agents of chaos included the Chaos Engineers. A Shielder described the Master as a lover of chaos. Okay. There's one more. Chaos was a central part of the cosmology of the Michael Moorcock multiverse. Yeah, we know. We know. Let's spin the wheel again. Oh my god! It's a DW Fan 91 video. I've never watched one of their videos. I learned who they were today.
Yeah, baby.
Ryan, will you ever cover Epic Poo? Potentially. Sex appeal! Speaking of Epic Poo, we've done this one before, so I'll just remove it. Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, baby.
We fucking did this. Did we do this one too? Doctor Who Wiki just has the most question mark shit, Lamau. It does. Does Alan have sex appeal? Fucking tons. Why would you even ask that? Why would you even put that into question? I mean, look at him. You can't now because I changed the page, but still, principle is the same. Didn't you see Alan's nudes? I know, he didn't even leak them, he just put them out himself. Okay. Let's see. Halloween, alternatively spelled Halloween, was a human holiday traditionally celebrated on 31st of October. It was customary to dress up for this occasion. Candy was also associated with Halloween. Harry Houdini died in... We've read this one before. We've done this one before. Let's go to the Wheel of Names. Where did the TARDIS Wiki go? Okay. Ryan, are you looking forward to Halloween? Are you looking forward to the return of the TARDIS Wiki Roulette? That's what I want to know. Favorite companion of Doctor 9 to 12? Clara! Alright, let's go. And then Donna. Donna is also really good. Let's spin the wheel again. I like Amy as well. And Rory. God damn it, what is today? Alright. Harry Houdini died? Craig, that was really good. That was a bagger. Hey, Cookie Boy is on the wheel. I think the wheel is actually broken. I think so too.
Yeah, baby.
Cla la la la, cla la la la. I think this one's new. Hang on. Cla la la, cla la 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 la, cla la la, cla la 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 la, cla la la, la 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 la, cla la la, la 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 la. There you go. I did the thing. Next question is most heartbreaking companion / goodbye death. For me, it's when 11 pleads for Amy not to go because he knows he won't be able to see her or Rory again after the angel gets them. That one's pretty good. I like when Adric dies. I think it's pretty cool that Adric dies. You know, nice. That's the YouTube chat. Why are you there? That's just the wheel again. Why are you? Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna make this work, I promise. There we go. Adric went out with a bang. When Destry leaves. The most fucked up death in companion death in all of Doctor Who, in my opinion, is when Kariz dies and the Doctor's just like, well, that was weird, huh? Anyway, let's get back on with our journey, Charlie. That's the weirdest one. All right, Kirkuchi, an Australian Aborigine. I probably horribly mispronounced that, and I apologise for misspelling that with my mouth. Spoke a dialect or language which was understood by Tegan Yavanka, herself Australian. As such, she was able to translate what Kirkuchi was saying to the Fifth Doctor. Behind the scenes. Kirkuchi's dialogue and Tegan's when she demonstrates she can speak his language was originally scripted as plausible sounding gibberish. Janet Fielding, an Australian, felt this was insulting and requested that the writer consult the BBC's language department to rewrite the dialogue in an actual Aborigine language. The one they settled on was Tiwi as filmed. That's cool. Good on Janet Fielding, man. Good on her. Good on her. What a queen. Okay, let's spin the wheel again. Learned a cool fact. Yes, it is insulting. It's super insulting. Yes, super insulting. All right. We didn't open the floodgates. They was always coming since the wiki was running. There you go.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh. Favorite New Who antagonist? New specifically because Daleks and Cybermen are obvious choices. Favorite New Who villain? I like the Slovene a lot. I really like the Slovene a lot. Like a lot. I fucking love those guys. We've done this page too. I like the Fisher King. The Fisher King is so cool. We're doing another one. We've done this page too. What the fuck? It's because I might have forgotten to remove some of them.
Yeah, baby.
Is it Ryan's fault? Yeah, baby. Although Alan is no longer coughing and sputtering, so that's nice. Oh, is this one new? I think this one is new. Alan is doing a hell of a lot of these lately. That's true. He's cool looking, but like, why? And showed up for one episode? So did Fenric. And he's like the best Doctor Who villain. Let's see. I like the Dream Lord a lot as well. The Dream Lord is cool. In 1536, Perry Brown sang the song for Henry VIII after he asked her to sing a song of love. The king was impressed but unfamiliar with the tune, to which Perry responded that she thought he wrote it. Later, remarking on her green dress, Henry called Perry his Lady Greensleeves and told her that he shall preserve her beauty for posterity with the song. According to the Seventh Doctor, the Tudors always had trouble with aphids, and Henry VIII would have written green fly instead of green sleeves if not for him. The Sixth Doctor could play the piece. The monk, when posing as Henry VIII, was criticised by Missy for not knowing Henry had composed the song. By the 21st century, the song was used as jingles for ice cream vans. The spaceship SS Greensleeve was named for the song. In the real world, Henry VIII did not write Greensleeves. While Henry was a composer, the belief he wrote Greensleeves is a common myth. The actual fact, the piece has an Italian style of composition with Elizabethan text. In the context of the DWU, this myth being true can be explained by Perry's accidental introduction of the song to Henry as depicted in recorded time. The best Doctor Who catchphrase is obviously Clara! Still a question with at least 3 choices. I like my favorite Doctor Who catchphrase is when the Sixth Doctor would go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" That's my favorite Doctor Who catchphrase. How many Naimons have you seen today? At least 3 or 4 Naimons. I like Fantastic. Fantastic is probably the best one. Geronimo is good too. That one's pretty good. What's a Naimon again? It's like a Minotaur. It's like a psychic Minotaur. They look really ridiculous as well. Hang on, I'll find a picture of a Naimon for you. Hold on. I'll find one for you. Oh, no. Naimon! Come on, Tardis Wiki. Supply me with Naimon. That picture, nah. You guys picked a picture for the Naimon that actually makes them look cool and imposing, and I won't have it. I will not fucking have it. No. I'm getting a proper picture of the Naimon up. There we go. That's a Naimon. That's what a Naimon is, Turtle. Okay. But yeah, this picture makes them look cool. I wasn't going to show them this. So would they taste like beef, Ryan? Yeah, they would taste like beef. Yeah, I think they would. I think they would taste like beef. Let's spin the wheel one more time. One more time before I leave you for the night and go over to Twitch. Misrepresenting Naimon.
Yeah, baby.
You don't want people thinking Doctor Who is cool now, do you? Can you imagine such a thing? I would be out of a job if we did that. We've done this one. We've done this one. Let's do a different one. Eternal Return. No! No! I'm removing it. It's gone. It's dead.
Yeah, baby.
Final suggestion. Eternal Return. Temponaut. We found one that's new. We found one that might be new. God damn it, Alan. Okay. This one isn't new. Fuck! Doctor Who, Susan and Louise were temponauts. Temponauts were seemingly a portmanteau of temporal and astronaut, and that's the end of the page. And the Tardis Wiki Roulette wheel says, punches diamond wall. That is sometimes what it feels like hosting this show.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Oh, cool! We haven't done this one yet. I like the Fearmonger. The Fearmonger is a good Doctor Who villain. We'll do the Fearmonger. Ryan, do you know about Tempus Fuginaut? No, I don't. Okay. And the last second of Wiki Eternity. The Fearmonger was an alien entity which fed off fear and hatred. The Fearmonger itself did not stir up fear, but chose hosts capable of stirring up large amounts of fear, but stayed with them for long periods, moving on if the host died. In addition to feeding off fear, it would unleash mental bursts of concentrated fear on attackers, rendering them permanently insane with fear. When not inhabiting a host, it was vulnerable to any metal that could ground it, as its body was made with electromagnetic energy. According to some stories, an alien civilization created several psychic entities, each one personifying an emotion such as fear, compassion, pride, and anger, to incite group emotions and thus unite their people. When their civilization fell, the entities left for other worlds. The entity responsible for fear eventually made its way to Earth. Ace jokingly claimed that the Fearmonger was a fearmongoid from the planet Fearmongers, and the Doctor facetiously claimed it was created by Jimoti of Boslam 2. Damn, this is just like gets banned for discussing politics. I would like to point out that you've all been very well behaved today, by the way. You've all really taken to the new rules, and I'm proud of every single one of you. Their own fear of Harper leading them to believe that the entity was using her as his host. They made individual attempts to assassinate her, but the first one failed and the second was stopped by 7th Doctor and Ace, who were on the Fearmonger's trail. The Doctor knew that killing the host would not kill the entity and had constructed a force field generator that would destroy it without harming the host. He failed in his initial attempts to kill the Fearmonger, which continued to feed on the fear generated by Harper's rhetoric and the terrorist activities of the United Front, which eventually led to riots breaking out in London. Oh no! While the Doctor stopped the riots, Ace came to believe that the Fearmonger had taken the Doctor as his new host. In fact, she was the Fearmonger's host, and while under its influence, she threatened to kill the Doctor. However, he convinced her of the truth, and she used the force field device on herself, destroying the entity. That's from the audio from Big Finish called The Fearmonger. It's one of the first ones they ever did. And you should listen to it if you haven't, because it's really good. It's really good. Okay, now... Too damn long, loads gun. I'm just happy I had some very good questions in your eyes. I'm happy that you attended, and I hope to see you again next week. The Beermonger. Alright, so I am wrapping up for tonight and for the week. I will be back tonight on Wild Magic, so make sure to follow on Wild Magic, where we're going to be starting our pacifist run of Undertale, and that should be a lot of fun. Goodbye for now, and I will see you then. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.